Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world, I greet you all and I welcome you all to another episode. This message you where I carry come now. Now, somebody give me this message that Apostle Elijah Leo, the prophet of God, say he don't arrive Finland now as I'm talking to you now, and he arrived with over 10,000 army of God. Say they want go free Samonekba. Hey. My brother, this matter, he don't they get be careful. In fact, he don't they get whether K or Y leg. Everybody now, every Tom and Jerry now, don't they agitate, say Simon Ekpa must be released. Prophet, you say, say, agree with that judgment, you say the government of Finland must reverse it. Anyway, let me not waste much of your time. I would like you to see this video, and then we'll come back for more discussion. My brother, God hand, day. Whether you like it or not, you must agree. Finland, on a jetana or phone on when I say this one wanna go do, now this one will go carry it all off on a leg. On to wait for public. Watch it.
Viewers all over the world, God bless you all and continue to lift you higher in the name of Jesus. Not also forget that I'm still your prophet, Prophet Dr. David Kingleo, Elijah, the major prophet that God is using to speak to the whole world and all of the things that we need to know in the world and in Africa and in the whole world at large. Right here in Nigeria, I am the prophet God is using to speak to the whole world. All of a sudden people now begin to bring to my notice all of the things that happened right there in Europe called the Finland regarding the people of Biafra, Moses, Simon Ekpa, and the rest of the judgment that was passed there. I want to let you know that judgment can be perverse, judgment can be delayed, and judgment can be thwarted, and judgment can be manipulated. But one thing I know as a prophet of God is that when you have passed your judgment, you will not agree, or you will not force me to agree. So the judgment right there in Finland, I, major prophet, I reject that judgment. And I want to make it sure and make it clear that the judgment right there in Finland, I was looking at to see where they would talk about the people of Biafra. I was also looking at where they would talk about the welfare of the people of Nigerians. I was also looking at where they would say, oh, the people of Nigeria needs their right, they need this, they need that, but they never talk about that. They went into something kind of mushroom court judgment right there in Finland. Major prophet, I rejected because I am the prophet of the whole world. And I cannot tolerate when the people come to marginalize a set of people, or when they come to begin to use what's called a judgment to which hunt some set of people. You come and say that this, that. This is not what we are trying to see. This is not what we are expecting. We are expecting where you're going to call all the Nigerians and all the people of Biafra. Everybody should come to ICC so that we look at this matter and understand what is really playing on right there in the eastern region of this country. Because you can never tell me that a sided nation, or you can tell me that a people that are rejected should not react or act. I am not in the opinion that any violence should be committed anywhere. But I'm looking at where we all in Nigeria can also have our rights, and where we all in Nigeria can be able to say that yes, that we are in a country where our rights are protected, and where our voices are heard, and where we are allowed to participate in nation building. So telling me that Finland has passed a judgment and all of that, I reject it. And I want to tell the people of Finland, they should quickly, the government of Finland should quickly resolve into looking at the matter very well. They should look at it critically. They should go into this matter and look at it critically, because a lot of issues are the reason why curses are placed. When the people of Egypt and the people of Israel, the Israelites want to leave the land of Egypt to their own promised land, Pharaoh thwarted it, and Pharaoh fought against it. But we all knew what happened at the Red Sea, because Pharaoh got his own cut of the cake. Because it is not good to pervert judgment. It's not good to pervert justice. It's not good to witch hunt people who are helpless. It's not good to oppress the needy and oppress the poor. It is not good to use government tools or use government authority or power to become a tool to oppress the needy and oppress the poor and oppress the people. Because the masses has always been on the other receiving end, where all the people who are in one politic or the other using the political power that they have to work against the masses. Major prophet rejected any negative judgment. Major prophet rejected any judgment against the people of Biafra. Major prophet reject any judgment against any man that is an activist, any man that is a freedom fighter. Major prophet, I reject the judgment. I reject it. I will not take that judgment. And I will work against it in the spirit and also stand against it in the realm of the spirit to pray against injustice. Major prophet will not take negative judgment. I am making it clear. I am not a prophet to come and take it because you want to give me. How much you want to give me? Oil block? Oil well? You can give to other men of God. Don't give me. I don't need your oil block. I don't need your oil well. I reject to collect that money. You can give me. If you like, bring it 20 billion to bribe a major prophet. I will not take it from you. I will tell you the truth at your face, because when it comes to the things of the spirit, God will always ask major prophet, what has you done? What have you done about this matter? Because major prophet cannot sleep when the people are crying. Major prophet, I cannot sleep when the people are in pain. I cannot sleep when the people are marginalized and oppressed, when justice is perverse. So Finland, the Lord said, I should tell you to be careful and retrieve your steps. Do not allow yourself to become a tool against the people, against the masses, against the people of Biafra, because you must know that the people from the eastern region are the same people that are the wise men that saw Jesus when he was born. Don't forget that the people from the eastern region are still also the people who are part of this Nigeria that has built almost everything in Nigeria. What do you want to talk about that have not built? You want to talk about anywhere in Nigeria? They are the ones that have developed everywhere. They developed Lagos, they developed Abuja, they developed Kano, they developed all the major and mega cities in Nigeria. And they're also the people who are busy working hard to also help you people right there in Finland and in European nations. They understand that, they know. So you cannot come here and begin to tell me what's called a perverse judgment, or begin to bring something up that major prophet I cannot accept. I will not accept. I reject that judgment. That judgment in Finland I reject. And also we are going to follow it up spiritually to also begin to look at things the way they are going. And you must know that major prophet, the world who have come. We have come to this world to prove something to the whole world. And I cannot tolerate. You begin to demoralize the spirit of the people. You begin to oppress the people that want their freedom. You begin to fight against because you want to collect oil block or oil well. Your oil block and oil well is nothing to compare the lives of human. Human lives are more important than anything. Human lives are more important than whatever you may think. Be careful with oppressing the needy. Be careful with oppressing the people. Because whatever does not happen today will surely happen in a week. Whatever does not happen in a week will surely happen in a month. What did not happen in a month will surely happen in a year. What did not happen in a year will happen in decade. What did not happen in decade will happen in millennium. And when it is not millennium, it can go as far as 1,000 years. What did not happen today can happen in 1,000 years. And when it happens, there will be what's called a book of remembrance and book of record. When book of remembrance and book of record is opened, that is where all of your atrocities will come out. So major prophet, I'm trying to make sure that everything is clear. So you don't come and say, oh, prophet did not speak. Prophet is making sure that everybody is aware of the dangers of their decisions. Don't take a decision that will later haunt you. Don't take a decision that will later come back against you. Be careful with what's called to perverse judgment. Be careful what's called passing, what's called one-sided judgment. Be careful with that. Major prophet does not accept that very judgment, and that's why I reject it. And I am also waiting to see the judgment they're going to pass across regarding what's called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because the judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will collude and also be able to now prove that yes, these people, they have ulterior motives. But I know that ulterior motive is for only a while. But at the end of it all, he who laughs last will laugh the best. So let us continue to do the right thing and know that the world does not belong to any person, but all of us, we are the owners of the world. And as long as heaven is concerned, we remain the owners of the world. So may the Lord take absolute control, and God bless you all that have watched me, and also continue to, pray and continue to stand and watchful as major prophet, always on the mountain praying, right here on Mount of Possibility, always praying and also searching the things of the Spirit. Let us also search the things of the Spirit together and also know what God has in stock for us. So thank you for watching. Until we meet again, I remain your prophet, Prophet Dr. David Kingleo, Elijah, the major prophet of the whole world.
Shepion, I don't see that video finish. God hand don't enter inside Simon Ekpa case. Even devil, they agitate for Simon Ekpa's release. Prophet, you don't enter the matter. Reverend, don't enter the matter. Even native doctors don't enter the matter. Witch doctors, what they call it, witchcrafts. You know, witchcraft and witches and wizard. They have their own coven. And as I'm talking to you now, all of them don't enter inside the Simon Ekpa case. Remains the saboteurs who say that Simon Ekpa is working for Nigerian government. Remain the saboteurs who are celebrating that Simon Ekpa is gone. Those ones are the ones. I mean, we call them unrepentant souls. But don't worry. Onye na-ekwete n'ụtụtụ emecha o ekwete n'abalị. Nke a abụghị ọwụghị promise. Ọwụ ụka bụrụkwa inu. Na ikwete today, my brother, before chejie, or ikwetere today ihe ekweteriri echi. Esikwa na ihe ekwete in the morning, before chejie ihe ekweteriri. Prophet Elijah Rio Mezie, abeg, free our own prophet, Prophet Samuel Ekpa Njoko, or okay, Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa Njoko. Abeg, free him for us. Now, I love that message, you. I love that message, despite the fact that everybody will not agree with him. They say those ones now say they are criminals, say they just want to they deceive gullibles. Okay, if not the way it takes him, fine and good, because everybody is entitled to their own opinion and to their own belief. No more I say they laugh. Oh, this one is not sarcasm. I will have to take talk. I just laugh on my own. But one thing is for sure. Whether you call it to the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa, whether by church or by native doctor or by coven, in any way you are doing, as long as you are making a comment for the release of Simon Ekpa and for rejection of that, what I call it, judge shall be judgment in Finland, my brother, you are one of us. For as long as you open your mouth to talk, where else you know, most of you know people, don't worry. Ndi mozi ya gbara go mgbe oge ruo. I know some people are not just calling, just let people know, say they talk, so that tomorrow posterity will not judge them. I know some people are not even calling for the release of Simon Ekpa, not from their mind, but we know the real ones and we know the ones who are pretending. But in all, may God take all the praises. Then we for some meku. On we get another with another system this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, my brother. Anyways, we are from wherever to are, because I am what they call Mayweather. Abi, Mayweather they call him. Abi, chameleon. No be chameleon. Chameleon no be good thing. In fact, I dey change the weather. Other hamo. My only happiness is that when I enter online, I see number of people. I mean, the number of people calling for Simon Ekpa's release, the number of people saying that what Finland government did was rubbish, it surpasses the number of people who hate Simon Ekpa. Then, who are you to hate Simon Ekpa? In fact, who are you to hate what we are doing? Are you hearing me now? The number of people who believe that Simon Ekpa must be free, who believe that the judgment is what is nonsense, they are like, okay, let's say they are like 50 million. Let me put it that way. Then the number of people who hate Simon Ekpa are just like 1,000. How far now? That is the question. How far? So your hate can never do us anything. We are moving forward. In case you are celebrating, my brother, Simon Ekpa's case is going to take a what they call a 360-degree turn. Is what it's going to take, whether you like it or not. Go and mark this word. That case will take a 360 degrees turn, and when it happens, a lot of people will cry. In fact, I will be here with my GP tank to welcome people's cry, and I have already mapped all of them who will cry, who will come online and say, we are being misled, we follow the wrong person, we allow our emotions to control us, I am too hot-tempered, I don't want to offend anybody, that was why I decided to stay on my own. Don't worry, just hold on to that your explanation. When the time is right, I will be here with my GP tank to put your to just welcome your tears, because that day there will be no forgiveness. Oma Sege wrote the right hand man to Ekpa, and you turn against this movement because somebody is fighting the person who hold the mantle of leadership for Simon Ekpa before he comes back. And then on the long run, you will tell us that you have been deceived. My brother, as they deceive you, just go to your grave with that deceive. Don't even try to come back. That is it. So, my people, there's no more time to waste. I would like us to just call it a day. But make sure You remember what I said? If you are calling for the raise of Simon Ekpa, whether by church or by Omenana, or by Dibia, or by Coven, anywhere you are doing it, or Bubi Itunzu or Ozuoji and the rest of them, when I put Kondichi, my brother, go ahead and be doing it. The legal ones are out there doing it. David Masanga is also doing his job. Are you hearing me now? Ngozo Rabeze is on top of the matter. The bottom line is that we have conquered these people. For them to do this thing they did, Finland will regret it. It is not going to take long. Just very small time, taking time, and they will see what they did to themselves. Have a nice day, and a good luck continue to bless us. Happy weekend. TGIF, thank God, saying a Friday with day. As you are drinking, please don't drive. And when you are driving, don't drink. These two things does not work together. Makagene, makando. Ngwan, kachineke mezi oku.